Hi everyone, I'm Carol Haycox. I'm going to make a wild rose using these FMM cutters. I'm going to start with the centerpieces. So I've got a 24 gauge wire and I've made like a hook in it. You put a hook in and then bend the hook down to make it flat on the top. Then you take a tiny piece of yellow paste, roll it into a ball, and you can dip this in your glue or you can burn it. But what you're looking to do is make sure that this center post is in the center of this. As you push down, that's what you're watching for. And now pinch to make sure it's on the wire and work around. Now I've just got an improvisation of a piece of tulle or something to make. But if you don't have something like this to make your indents onto your piece of thing, you can use these, and you pick at them and it will make it look like the center of your flower. Okay, so I'm just leaving that on the side for a second. On here I've got some stamens. Now you can use cotton. If you do the figure 8 on your fingers about 10 times and then put your little hairpin in between and pinch it, something like this. So there's your cottons. Here's your little piece of wire. Now this wire is very fine, the finest you can get, because that's all you need. Hairpin, like so, pull, and now I'm going to twist this as tight as I can get it. So right up. And then on here I've got some white florist tape. You know, if you pull at this, it makes it a bit stickier. Start rolling it in your fingers like so, and down the wire. And I've got 3 of these. So just before I put them onto my centerpiece, I've got some dried yellow colour here. Put it into this, and I'm just going to dust these. And I'm not worrying too much about the tips yet, because you'll see what I'm going to do with those. I have used Stamens, but you know, cotton works just as well. So, and I have 3, as you can see, for a reason. So we'll pick this up. Now we're going to work with this again down low. So we start here, because you remember you just put that on, so this comes down here. But the secret here is to keep all of them where you started that tape. They must all stay even. So as you come onto your wire, and again pinch and turn around and pinch and turn. Of course we've picked one of the hottest days to do this. We're going to come down and pull in this wire. I'm coming down, and be careful you don't pull too much like I do. I'm going down the wire, finish off my taping, really just to combine everything that I've brought together. And there it is. Now you can see this is quite scattered, so tidy up like so. Just pull them to be where you want them to be. If they're too long, trim them. So I would take little scissors. I just trim these off to where I want them to be. Once I've trimmed them off, I've got something that I've made that I've been using for many years, and it's semolina, and I've coloured it with just brown dried food colour, just powder. Right, but what you need to do for that is you need to take some glue. Pop your glue on the bottoms of just like that, so you know you're catching all those tips. And I've also got some yellow here, so if you wanted to dip this into the yellow, by all means do so. You're just going to tip that in there. And that makes the center. of your flower. Okay, I'm going to put that on the side there just while we tidy up my board. You don't want any of your semolina pieces in your flower paste. And dry it off. Mind you, it's drying off really quickly anyway. And now I've got some white flower paste that I've put in this, believe it or not, I've put a tiny smidgen of pink. It's not really visible, but it's there. Small piece. And our cutter has 3 pieces in it. So you decide really which size you're going to make. So if you look at your center, that'll take that one. So that's what I'm going to use. The smaller the piece of paste you start with, the finer you'll roll it. So we want 5 petals out of this. Right, make it the width you want it. You'll notice I don't put anything on the board, but in it, as you start to work, look, the paste stays where you want it to stay sometimes, she says. There we are. And it's just opening up. Keep going until you get it to where you want it to go. Use your dabber duster to put a little corn flour so that moves. And we do always, when you do this, always put your fingers on the inside and move. And pull that away from the paste so that comes out, and there it is. And that's why I put corn flour underneath. So it moves for me and cuts clean. Because it's flour paste, it's always back in the bag and wrap. Okay, put that aside. Red pad. This is your forming pad, because this forms flowers for you. Forms your petals for you. And I'm using the bone tool. So I start from the middle here, and I'm going to go and around and around. And turn the petal over. And so you can see what's happened there. It's turned itself back. And just give it a little cupping. So from the middle, press quite hard on this. Turn it over. So if you don't press hard enough, you won't get it turning back for you. And also you'll notice, don't come too far in here. Go out here. And around it goes, and around it goes. And look, it's really pulling that back for you if that's what you want. And there. Now onto this, I use a calyx cutter. So I like this set to do this with. So I'm going to use the middle one, and I'm going to use my little hole in my pad here. And some green, of which I've got. It's always the way, and you pick up the one you need is always at the bottom. So a little green. And now have this where it's fairly flat to start with. Pop it on here, rolling pin, just one that way and one that way. Then take it off of here. You've got your Mexican hat. Use your tools that you have and roll. Never worry, because you've always got, like on here, you've got ridges and you've got our FMM brand. So nobody's going to see, because you're going to get rid of that when you work it through. That's that. Pick this middle one up. If you find that this is just a little bit thick to go through this hole, just pick it up and turn. Done and perfect. Pull away, pull away. So it's in here. Plonk out onto your forming pad. With this one, I'm just going to pull, so I widen and pull it. And you can see it gives it a little bit of a twist and it gives it character. And then with my knife and scriber tool, I'm just going to push in here and push against your finger like so. Now we're going to put some glue on here. Glue, she can't find our glue. And put it on all of them. Keeping this in my hand because I'm going to pick this one up. So we want one here, a little glue, 2, and the third one is coming on this side, believe it or not, 3. So you have 1 at the back and then 2, and then 2 here. Now as you've done that, just take your little bone tool again, and with your thumb and your fingers just supporting, see what I'm doing? Just tidying to make sure everything is stuck in there. Now I think I have enough glue in there to do what I'm about to do. If you don't re-dip, just touch a tiny touch. Now twist. If you twist, this will invariably come out in the middle underneath. As careful as you can. And I would dry it. It's all sticking to my hands. And I would dry it like that on the table. So I'm going to give that 2 minutes while I just show you if I'm doing the little tiny buds. I've got a jasmine calyx here, which is not part of our tree, but it's very handy if you need to do just little buds. So you just take these and you can feel that one's a little tiny piece bigger with your buds, and mark them. You have 5 petals, so you mark 5 ridges, and like that. Take a tiny wire. Just these don't need a very heavy gauge wire, but they've got a hook in them, so very heavy, not very heavy, is 28. Keep going to the wrong glue because it's on the wrong side of me. And that's just got a little hook in it. Just plunk it into there. Pinch, pinch, like so. And then your tiny calyx, you don't need really a back on them if you don't want. You can just do a straight piece. And actually, do you know what we're going to do as we've got it here? Finger straight in the middle, look. So you get it in like so. Then, she says, I've just done that and I've put a hole in it, and I shouldn't have hit it with my point. I should hit it with my something that helps it to come out instead. There we are. Okay, and again, just pulling. So as you're doing that, you're opening, you can see you're opening the little petals. And tiny touch in the middle and just barely up each petal. Onto there, onto there. And there's your buds. You don't need to fasten them all up. 5, 6, 7 of them, 2 flowers, 3 flowers. You've got a spray. So now I've just left that. You can see how long I've left it this for. And here it is. So now the ones you're just looking at on here, they're made in white. And then the pink is just brought in. Normal rose petal is our little buds. And some rose leaves. Look, these are made from your tiny calyx as well. And a little piece of white paste on the tip of a wire. So that should take, I would say, by the time you had 2 or 3 of these made, you can start putting them together then if that's what you wanted. Flour paste only I'm using with this one, so, and not a mix. So I hope that's helpful.